I declare this ceremony open. Please take your seats. Graduates, guests, and colleagues. As Pro-Vice Chancellor, I welcome you to this graduation ceremony to the School of Social Sciences. We welcome also our honorary graduate, Dr. Margaret Atkinson. The University takes great care in offering these invitations, and we are delighted when persons of such distinction agree to join our community. Dr. Atkinson, I know that you will be an inspiration to our students, and we look forward to hearing your thoughts later in the ceremony. These ceremonies are the highlight of the academic year for us, a time when we share in and celebrate the success of our students. I would like to offer you my own personal congratulations on the academic achievements which are about to be recognised. However, at this moment of celebration, I ask you to pause for a minute and to reflect on those who have supported you in making this journey. In particular, your family and friends here in the hall, and those watching via the video link. Graduates, please join me in a round of applause and appreciation of those who have helped you along the way. This ceremony also gives us an opportunity to celebrate some of the successes of the university throughout the year, and what a year it has been. We have grown to almost 30,000 students studying across 4 campuses. Our students come from all over the world, and we've got 3,500 students from 125 countries. This year has seen the introduction by the government of a Teaching Excellence Framework, or TEF, to evaluate the quality of teaching at higher education institutions across the UK. Institutions are awarded a Teaching Excellence rating of one of 3 levels: gold, silver, or bronze. Crowning an already successful year for the university, not only have we been awarded a gold standard for excellence, but we have been ranked 3rd overall nationally based on core metrics. Even better, the ranking which takes account of the diversity of our student intake, of which we are very proud, places us 2nd overall. What does this mean? Well, let me quote from the letter we received from the Higher Education Funding Council. It says, based on the evidence available, the TEF panel judged that Nottingham Trent University delivers consistently outstanding teaching, learning and outcomes for its students. It is of the highest quality found in the UK. This is a superb accolade for the university and recognises the commitment of all our staff to delivery of the highest standard at every level, to ensure that students succeed in their studies and go on to get graduate level jobs. However, let me share with you a few more of our achievements over the last 12 months. Our sustainability credentials places us top of the prestigious People and Planet's University League. This is the UK's only comprehensive independent green ranking of universities. Nottingham Trent is the most environmentally friendly university in the country. Our carbon-absorbing pavilion building at the Clifton campus won the Garden University Award for Buildings that Inspire. For the 2nd year running, we have claimed 2 top 10 spots in the What Uni Student Choice Awards. These awards are based on students' feedback from institutions all across the country. Last year, we were named as the best for international students and ranked in the top 10 overall. This year, you have ranked us in the top 10 for our facilities and for our Students' Union. Indeed, the Nottingham Trent Students' Union has appeared every year for the last 3 years in the top 10 for the National Students' Survey. Looking forward, next year we celebrate a number of milestones that reflect the breadth and depth of NTU's contribution to our students, our communities, and our local businesses since our founding college opened its doors in 1843. This means we will be recognising 175 years of learning and teaching innovation, one of the longest unbroken traditions of post-school education of any institution in the UK. We are also a major enterprise in our own right. Our turnover is around £270 million per year. We employ 4,000 people in a wide variety of roles, and we estimate that we contribute another 6,500 jobs, mainly in the regional economy. And each and every school at NTU strives to provide exceptional education to our students. We'd like to share with our guests a few highlights from within your school. This year, the university conferred the designation of Distinguished Professor on 3 colleagues in recognition of their world-leading excellence in research. Professor Mark Griffiths in the School of Social Sciences is highly acclaimed nationally and internationally for his research in behavioural addiction. He is one of the most published and cited academics in his field, and Professor Griffiths has won over £1 million in research grants. The school has also recently entered into an exciting partnership with Nottingham University Hospitals Trust to deliver qualifications in critical care nursing for state-registered nurses. This innovative model for continual professional development provides opportunities for nurses to enhance their capabilities in this crucial area. Further underlying our commitment to play a leading role in social, cultural, and environmental development of our city and region, an important study to identify those most vulnerable to antisocial behaviour is underway, funded by the Economic and Social Research Council. Led by criminologists in the school, working in conjunction with the Nottingham Crime and Drugs Partnership, local police forces, and third sector organisations, the project will be one of the most comprehensive studies of antisocial behaviour to date. Findings are likely to impact upon policing policy and practice such as patrol strategies, housing allocation, and victim support services. The expertise of academic and technical staff here at the university have been central to your success. Their talent and commitment have enabled you to achieve your academic ambitions. There are also all those staff in the university in professional roles who've contributed to your achievement today, in academic registry, student services, in course administration, information systems, catering and security, and so on. Again, I ask you to join me in showing your appreciation for their efforts. Before the Vice-Chancellor confers your degrees, I would like to present an award to a member of staff who has excelled this particular year. This award goes to Senior Lecturer in German and International Studies, Ruth Crawford. The high level of appreciation of Ruth's contribution is shared by her students and colleagues alike. Student feedback is consistently positive, with one student saying simply, "From the very first day, I could tell the teacher loved what she teaches, and it is very stimulating." Vice-Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present the nominee for the 2016-17 Vice-Chancellor's Teaching Award, Ruth Crawford. I now invite the Dean of the School of Social Sciences, Cathy Moore, to read the names of the school's graduands, and the Vice-Chancellor will admit you to your degrees.
I now invite the stewards to bring forward the first group of graduands. Vice-Chancellor, the following have qualified for awards from the School of Social Sciences. Master of Arts degree in Advanced Social Work Practice, Sarah Flint. Sarah Michelle McGoldrick-Kolawole. Master of Arts degree in Social Work, Rebecca King. Olivia Warrington. Jessica Wolfe. Ruby Burns. Zorotso Dozintu Tiiwe. Hamilton Murray Gira Ira. Farwa Shah. Master of Science degree in Psychology, Elizabeth Kay. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Health and Social Care, Kate Egan. Amber Holmes. Leah Merrington. Sarah Swanwick. Aula Aboyeji. Manifro Adamu. Folashadi Adiemi. Alice Asikombe. Maria Bashir. Honor Bell. Jessica Burkmere. Mia Bradbury. Lauren Carty. Shannon Cooper. Tierney Cotton. Ola Oluwa Dada. Paige Daly. Shani Delaney. Dana Diallo. Laura Dimbleby. Alison Edwards-Wilson. Lucy Evans. Brogan Fryer Dalgetty. Kirsty Gillespie. Veronica Roche Grant. Rosie Green. Lauren Hallam. Leslie Harley Ellis. Afreen Iqbal. Faha Iqbal. Eugenia Jambru. Safi Kakenga. Alice Kemp. Eleanor Marsh. Gitika Nagy. Mabu Ndamka. Oluwafemi Oku Okun. Jordan Pascoe. Yildiz Polat. Kendall Pugh. Nafisa Raymond. Leonie Richardson. Shannon Roberts. Harriet Roper. Johnson Sibanda. Melanie Simpson. Lauren Smith. Emma Smithers. Megan Steggles. Brady Stubbs. Jessica Tang. Nayab Walji. Kirsty Walker. Sophie Weatherson. Melissa Webster. Hannah Wilson. Katie Wilson. Zoe Wilson. Saniyi Yesi. Patrice Andrew. Beth Chapman. Samantha Digba. Juliet Ekijija. Laura Galpin. Angela Gusher. Bethany Hull. Halia Iman. Hannah Lee. Molly Madzuzzo. Taylor Morphus. Shadan Muhammad Assad. Claire Page. Lisa Page. Betty Peel. Bethany Shaw. Shani Squire. Megan Taylor. Edurit Tazvishaya. Chantel Knight. Kim Johns. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in social work, James Bourne. Stephanie Revel. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in youth justice, Emily Betts. Abby Eggleton. Laura Fairfax. David Gamble. Olubukanla Agdigoki. Jessica Bradshaw. Sarah Deasy. Natasha Dineen. Ogeni Karu Eddie Kovweri. Robin Leake. Nicole Nuttall. Oliver Rathbone. Zoe Robinson. Jade Leanne Walker. Marius White. Bailey Williamson Walker. Carla Dudley. Gino Luisi. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Youth Studies, Kalisha Clayton Grant. Bronte Wallard. Kia Emil. Elise Bannerman. Benjamin Ferguson. Peter Gurkinich. Christy Markey. Cuthbert Matza. Katia Aldry. Bernadette Jagbo. Adam Hussein. Sherelle Mercer. Tatenda Mandivenga. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in psychology, Chloe Astle. Alicia Bullymore. Emma Bunn. Rebecca Cook. Abby Costain. Maisie Cropley. Mimi Rose Evans. Isabel Ferris. Beth Fraser. Eve Green. Eleanor Gregory. Olivia Hartley. Nell Haswell Hammond. Jonathan Hurst. Rhea Lapworth. Brianne Parkash. Lucy Smith. Annie Stonehouse Burt. Stevie Turner. Jack Watson. Madeline Adlard. Melissa Allen. Miriam Azui. Amy Barnes. Rebecca Bell. Rory Blake. Rhea Block. Thomas Bourne. Nicola Bowden. Taylor Bradwell. Emily Brown. Helen Bronye. Iona Butt. Eleanor Castledine. Men Chung. Fariha Chowdhury. Charlie Clark. Megan Clark. Ellie Cooper. Shannon Darcy Bromwell. Abigail Davis. Evelyn Dilks. Samantha Duckworth. James Eaton. Lauren Ellis. Ashley Fallon. Sophie May Fisher. Jordan Fours. Kate Frankel. Robert Fraser. Beth Garrett. Catherine Gavin. Revneet Gatora. Charlotte Green. Emily Green. Sophie Hall. Susanna Hemsley. Lucy Hurd. Lara Hertzberg. Charlotte Hood. Madeline Hughes. Tyler Hughes. Rebecca Hindman. Georgia Ingle. Holly Jackson. Eleanor Jeffrey. Kerry Jenkins. Emily Jones. Charlotte Jowett. Merv Kandigali. Alicia Khan. Taryn Knapp. Emma Lamb. Joseph Langwith. Joshua Lee. Samantha Lillies. Demi Lily. Freya Lingard. Sarah Lusher. Viviana Makakova. Grace Maitland. Sonia Maruki. Talia Massa. Laura Mika. Kezia Miller. Abigail Mills. Barney Monk. Paulina Montgomery. Emma Moore. Daisy Mountford. Catherine Nichols. Amber Lee Norton. Ellie O'Connell. Krishna Odedra. Darius Ozenlow. Cheryl Page. Dina Patel. Nikita Patel. Shanaz Patel. Jessica Payne. Leanne Petty. Freya Pipes. Stephen Porter. Cara Powell. Ryan Perkis. Faria Kazoum. Nikila Rajisekar. Chloe Remfry. Grace Reynolds. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards to the first group of students from the School of Social Sciences. I'm pleased to invite Helen Hudson, Head of Legal Development at Nottingham Law School, to the stage to give the oration for our honorary graduand, Dr. Margaret Atkinson, and to present her to the Vice-Chancellor to receive her award.
Vice-Chancellor, guests, it is my pleasure and privilege to present Dr. Margaret Atkinson to receive an honorary doctorate at this morning's graduation. The United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child states that the best interests of the child must be a top priority in all actions concerning them. And all children have a right to an education that develops their personality, talents and abilities, as well as the right to relax, play and join in activities. This enshrines the principle that Dr. Margaret Atkinson, or Maggie as she prefers to be known, has devoted her career to upholding. There is a narrative that ordinary people don't do well in UK society. Dr. Atkinson, who describes herself as coming from a very, very ordinary background, shows that this is not the case. that with the right opportunities, anyone can excel. Dr. Atkinson is deeply committed to the removal of the inequalities that influence the child's life chances, a commitment that we at Nottingham Trent University share with her. Dr. Atkinson can't remember when, as a child, she did not want to be a teacher. A dreadful infant classroom experience drove the "I never want another child to have that" urge in her. And two inspirational teachers in her secondary years were the "I'd love to do that" drivers. Dr. Atkinson remained in contact with the first of these teachers until shortly before she died in her 90s, and is still in touch with the second. And he tells her every year in a Christmas card to remember how proud of her he is. She treasures that sentiment. Inspired by her teachers, Dr. Atkinson read history at Cambridge before completing her teaching qualifications at Sheffield University. She obtained her doctorate in education at Keele University, where she is now an honorary professor, and holds an honorary doctorate of civil letters at Northumbria University. Dr. Atkinson's personal motto is borrowed from the Chinese, and it's as follows: "Those who say a thing can't be done should kindly step aside, out of the way of those of us who are already doing it." In 2010, Dr. Atkinson was appointed as the Children's Commissioner for England, a post she held for 5 years. The Select Committee at the time tried to block her appointment, arguing that Dr. Atkinson would not sufficiently challenge policymakers. But as the then Secretary of State averred, anyone who thinks that hasn't met her. Under her leadership, the influence of the Office of the Children's Commissioner increased hugely. She was at that time also a member of the Department of Health, Children and Young People's Health Outcomes Forum, focusing on challenging social inequalities and their negative effects on children's health. Dr. Atkinson also served on the Child Adolescent Mental Health Services Task Force and worked with the Chief Medical Officer. As Children's Commissioner, Dr. Atkinson had a legal duty to promote and protect the rights of children in England, with a focus on children and young people with difficulties or challenges in their lives, and in particular those living away from home, in or leaving care, or receiving social care services. Her work concentrating on making sure that responsible adults listened to what children and young people had to say about the things that affected them and took their rights, views and interests into account. Dr. Atkinson spoke out on the rights of children and together with her team prompted policy and practice changes for asylum-seeking and refugee children, children in contact with social care, the family courts and other vital services. Those excluded from school, in conflict with the law or struggling with mental and emotional health. They were also influential in the very difficult field of tackling, recognising the signs of and working to hear the voices of children affected by sexual exploitation or abuse. The reports, reviews and research Dr. Atkinson and her team published remain influential and continue to be quoted by academics and used by services across the country. Still with an emphasis on the vulnerable, voiceless and marginalised, which informs her chairing of the local Safeguarding Children Board, Dr. Atkinson now works as a consultant with local authorities, police and other services. She also provides expert witness material on the effects of poverty on children's lives. Dr. Atkinson, you have given strategic, decisive and tactical leadership as the Children's Commissioner. You have championed the principles of equality and respect, bringing matters that affect children and young people's rights to the attention of Parliament, local government and others. You remind us of the role we must all play in creating a safe society in which our young people can thrive. After a 38-year career working with and for children and young people, their families and communities, you remain a fearless defender of their entitlement to be valued and heard as young citizens, making positive contributions to the society in which they, in turn, become adults. I leave you with a quote given to Dr. Atkinson by a liberation theologian priest. There is never any point in getting mad, waste of energy. What you need to be is quietly, persistently subversive. Dr. Maggie Atkinson seems to have done just that. Vice-Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you Dr. Margaret Atkinson, being a person distinguished in eminence and attainments, for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Education honoris causa in recognition of her significant contribution to the rights of the child in the UK and enforcing the obligations of agencies to empower, support and protect the child.
Blimey. Chancellor, members of the faculty, honoured guests, graduates of this alma mater, thank you for this honour. I am deeply grateful. And to Helen for that citation, also my thanks. It is odd to hear yourself described in that way, but it is lovely. Fellow graduates, fellow graduates, embarking on further study, on the next adventure, on volunteering or on work, very well done. Never forget what it's cost you to reach this celebration of your achievements. But before I go on, for a third time, we all need to thank everybody who's helped you get here. You have teachers here, you were taught at school. You've been supported by pastoral and other staff who've kept you and this university going, some of them in the background of your lives, but they all matter. As we've just heard, you are surrounded by friends, some of them clearly cheerleaders in a football team. No shame in that. You're supported by your families, who, if you're a care leaver, you're an orphan, or you have refugee status, your families may well spread wide and embrace social workers and others. I have an enormous family, but they're represented here by my husband Andrew, sitting solo over there and waving at you, who is the person who rides with me on life's roller coaster. They are all proud of all of us today. So if you're a graduate, I'd like you to stand, please, and face the back and sides of the hall. You don't need to pick out your own family. We are not going to applaud. We are going to do the thanks sign from British Sign Language, and you are going to do it back, and it's this. Please be seated. See, catch 'em unawares. The citation you've just heard told you an awful lot about me and my life story. Google, which is the home of lies and treachery as well as truth, will tell you an awful lot more. You only need to believe the good bits. So here's a question for you. I was asked it first when I was 18, and I've been asked it many, many times since, often when I'd rather not have answered. And my responses, which I've made to this question all my life, make me who I am. So here it is. What do you want to be? Not what do you want to do for a living, or what do you already want to do for a living, what do you want to be? Here are some things you might try on for size. How about being faithful to the truth? Not only when truth is easy or convenient or clear, but when others all round you are lying through their teeth, and lying is easier and would give you a lot less grief than telling the truth. How about being a good friend? Not only when you're having a great time, not only when you're out on the lash or whatever it is you do with your spare hours in those amazing shoes, ladies. How about being a good friend when the person who needs you most is alone or lost or living in great need? And when being a friend means you alone must tell them what they don't want to hear but need you to say. How about being honourable, including when you work where dishonour is the expectation of everybody working around you? How about being generous, and I don't just mean with money. I mean with your time, your knowledge, your creativity, even your love, including generosity that is never repaid, never recognised, never noticed, and nobody says, thanks for that. How about being faithful, yes, to those you love, yes, to your nation, even to your favourite team? But how about being faithful to your values, to your community at its worst and at its best, to your faith if you have one, as I do, and I'm delighted that mine is a tolerant faith, because part of having it is my tolerance. How about becoming a good mum or dad? The great parents of the next generation who will sit here or in another hall elsewhere 20 or more years from now in celebrations when they will applaud you, and trust me, you will cry. Who am I? Where will I stand and say to the monsters, this is absolutely not okay. You shall not pass. These questions and the ones I've just asked you have been my guiding, sometimes admittedly my blinding lights, all my life. My answers to those questions drove me to stand up to bullies and unfairness at school and in work. They have driven my work all my life, and they still drive what I do. They've made me a fearless champion of other people, sometimes the woman who says to the powerful what they don't want to hear. These questions come up every day, and they go with me now into the final third of my life, given I'm 61 in September. I can only be me, as my dearly departed father, my 85-year-old mum, my twin brother who got his second MSc at this university, my sister and the rest of my family, and certainly Andrew, would tell you, I can only be me. And you are your generation's and this university's promise to the future. Every day, from here on in, you will ask yourselves these questions, and you will decide how to live your life as the absolutely best you that you can be. Ready in mind, steady in heart, then go and change the world.
And I invite the stewards to bring forward the second group of graduands. Vice-Chancellor, the following have also qualified for awards from the School of Social Sciences. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in psychology, Kirsty Robinson. Rebecca Sadler. Megan Sanders. Richard Shelton. Evie Sheichels. Victoria Sigsworth. Bethan Smith. Brittany Stewart. Alexander Stock. Nikita Shashil. Amelia Thomas. Molly Thomas. Penelope Turton. Melissa Vanham. Elise Waits. Tara Walker. Vanessa Wall. Jessica Ward. Hannah Weeks. Indrani Wilding. Samuel Wilson. Emily Woodhead. Fia Akhtar. Charlotte Brigham. Hannah Checketts. Samantha Dante. Siobhan Deverell. Maria Gidley. Matthew Hardwick. Jasmine Herbert. Freya Hilton. Rebecca Johnson. Jack Jones. Amber Maynard. Charlotte Miller. Oluwafan Mileo Olubodan. Rongrat Thorpath Anani Nepa. Emily Rokita. Isaac Shepherd. Elana Williams. Liam Wilson Fitzpatrick. Mariella Catley. Justine Corthard. Chloe Wheeler. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Psychology, Educational and Developmental Psychology, Adam Asmal. Emily Haig. Catherine Knight. Olivia Anthony. Gareth Austin. Bethany Elliott. Amy Freckleton. Samantha Gravener. Atusa Homo Yonpo. Abigail Portas. Callum Reid. Ella May Stagg. Rachel Teo Shua Chi. Joseph Turner. Louise Jones. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Psychology, Forensic Psychology, Daisy Thomas. Melissa Ball. Annabelle Banner. Kaelja Burgess. Melanie Dudley. Harriet Duffel. Thea Green. Isabel Gregson. Ella Jakeway. Katie Johnson. Hannah Lloyd. Julianne Merritt. Bethany Muggleston Watkins. Jodie Nailard. As Elizabeth O'Meara. Kitty Phillips. Ella Redfern. Lauren Rice. Lydia May Veron. Alice Wright. Holly Keylock. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Psychology, Mental Health, Amelia Beresford. Bethany Green. Lavinia Leopardi. Laura Smith. Jessie Bradshaw. Alison Cliff. Bethany Conway. Grant Davis. Gabrielle Durant. Joseph Johnson. Sophie Jordan. Freya Law. Shanice Mason. Charlotte Cornby. Paige Moore Watson. Heidi Redgate. Simone Flinders. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Psychology with Criminology, Eliza Deakins. Emily Ditton. Sally Elders. Savannah Kirkpatrick. Tempany Morgan. Jennifer Alcott. Megan Ambler. Niaja Badrin Ara Yanan. Charlie Berry. Charlotte Bird. Alexander Brennan. Paige Brown. Jasmine Burton. Rebecca Carhill. Scott Chapman. Kezia Cheek. Lauren Cooper. Helena Copping. Molly Crane. Tiffany Dudden. Hannah Gallagher. Nicole Gordon. Savannah Green. Emika Harker. Connor Harkis. Luke Harris. Laura Henley. Andrea Hess. Olivia Hodges. Emma Hufflett. Antonia Hughes. Alicia Iverson. Rebecca Johnson. Eleanor Kay. William Marshall. Lucas McCowan. Stephanie McKeown. Hannah McManus. Eleanor Malola. Harry Millerchip. Chloe Newlander. Derek Okeki. Abby Osborne. Leah Pancholi. Ashika Patney. Abigail Pinnock. Sophie Porter. Sabina Rahman. Anjali Retura. Hannah Remus. Hannah Richardson. Catherine Rudd. Danielle Scott. Lauren Sharp. Harriet Shoebridge. Claudia Smith. Jada Tabak. Jonathan Utley. Hayley Wilson. Oliver Wilson. Skylar Wilson. Heather Wren. Emma Bailey. Joshua Bateman. Liberty Ann Bell. Priya Bula. Emily Blakemore. Laura Bradshaw. Anna Chadburn. Zeeman Chow. Susan Elliott. Courtney Few. Patricia Garizimtek. Martina Gesler. Alice Hall. Sapphire Hazel. Emma Jackson. Charlie Mallet. Kira Needham. Matthew Newton. Sophie Rand. Jan Smolka. Abby Wayne. Cameron Wright. Kelsey Isaacs. Ruby Ramsden. Mira Chowan. Sarah Louise Smith. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in psychology with sociology, Jane Holland. Anna Radwell. Serene Williams. James Ashwell. Talia Atu Korala. Hannah Buttress. Harriet Buttress. Mia Chowdhury. Hannah Clark. Zoe Fraser. Danielle Gilbert. Cooper Gohill. Oliver Goodlife. Catherine Hardy. Megan Hayes. Levi Hogan. Lisa Hughes. Christina Kent. Brogan Knight. Nicola Logan Burke. Hayley Marsh. Anisha Naz. Paige Rodley. Olivia Robinson. Lucy Ellen Sesto. Amardeep Tour. Camilla Towell. Julia Warnes. Amy Willits. Halima Akhtar. Megan Heath. Imani Henry. Faye Langley. Nazish Shabir. Ellie Briggs. Bachelor degrees with honours, Sadia Akram. Nicole Hamnet. Shireen Lindsay. Alicia Eki Egeli. Sheena Shah. Jessica Cox. Lukundu Simboili. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Social Sciences and concludes the presentation of awards to students at this morning's ceremony. In absentia, Vice-Chancellor, I invite you to confer degrees on those students who have not been presented to you in person, but who have indicated that they wish their awards to be conferred in their absence. I certify that these students are worthy of their degrees and I stand as proxy. Ruby Ramsden, who earlier received a Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Psychology with Criminology, will now propose the student vote of thanks.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen and fellow graduates. It's an honour to have been asked to offer the vote of thanks on behalf of my fellow graduates on this exciting day. It would not have been possible for us to accomplish the achievements we are celebrating today without the hard work and enthusiasm of the amazing staff at Nottingham Trent. Therefore, I would like to thank all of the staff at NTU who worked tirelessly to ensure the smooth running of the university, including the Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Dean of Social Sciences, and all of the other staff members who work behind the scenes. I would especially like to thank all of the tutors and lecturers with their expertise and passion for the subject areas who have continuously helped us to unlock our true potential and to develop our ideas. Not only have you helped us to believe in our own academic abilities during times when we wanted to give up, but you have also inspired many of us to pursue careers in psychology. On behalf of my fellow graduates, I would also like to thank all of our family and friends who have supported us during our time at university, especially during stressful exam seasons when we were undoubtedly difficult to talk to. I'm sure most of them were just as relieved as we were when we finished our final exam, as it meant no more tearful phone calls saying we're going to give up and quit university. Finally, I would like to say a big thank you and well done to you, my fellow graduates, for your outstanding achievements over your time at NTU. It was so daunting when we walked into our halls and lectures for the first time and had no choice but to throw ourselves into university life and make new friends with people we had never met before. 3 or 4 years later, and those people that we first awkwardly smiled at are now friends that we will never forget. I can safely say that most of us have endured many late nights in the library, Wednesday nights in Ocean, Thursday mornings in lectures regretting the night before, dirty kitchens infested with mouldy plates, and countless times getting lost in the Chaucer building. We have been extremely lucky to have made a million unforgettable memories and to have been given the fantastic opportunities we have had over our time at NTU. Class 2017, we made it.
Graduates of 2017, let me add my congratulations to those of the Pro-Vice-Chancellor, and right at the outset, express our shared thanks to our honorary graduate, Dr. Maggie Atkinson, being with us and sharing her words of wisdom. Be faithful for truth, be a great friend, be honourable, be generous, be faithful to your community, and be a good mum and dad. Now, talking about mums and dads, normally in a social sciences ceremony, the audience is quite enthusiastic, and you didn't disappoint. However, if we gave an award, and we don't, for the most over-enthusiastic fathers, then you're going to win it. I think, though, you understated how well done Sophie had done. So if Sophie's father could do it again, we'd really appreciate it. Sophie's father? Well done, Sophie. Also, I'd like to give my appreciation to Ruby for a very accomplished vote of thanks. Thank you very much, Ruby. It's at those moments I realise how accomplished our students have become during their time with us, and Ruby stands for all of you, I think, in how you present yourself and how you'll go out into the world and make it a better place for all of us. And that's why we came into academic life. It's for moments like these when we celebrate your success, because we know what you're going to do in the world when you leave us. And as you walked across the stage, the expressions on your faces told me all that I needed to know. I saw pleasure, I saw pride, I saw some surprise. And the pleasure and pride are shared by all of us on the platform and all your friends and family in the audience. And my promise to you is that we will carry on working at Nottingham Trent as hard as we can to make sure you'll always be as proud of us as we are proud of you today. Proud of what this university stands for, proud indeed to be a part of Nottingham Trent University. And thank you for all you've done for the university and for your fellow students during your time with us. You've run and participated in student societies, you've sung in the choir, you've volunteered in the community, and so much more. You make the university the vibrant and stimulating place that it is. As you leave us, you become our greatest ambassadors. Now, endless and exciting possibilities lie before you, and at times, some of these will seem daunting. But remember, although you've graduated, you all remain a valued member of the NTU global family. You're now part of a powerful network of nearly 150,000 alumni across the world with whom we are in contact. So do keep in touch with us. We want to hear about your career as it develops over the coming years. Sign up to our Alumni Association on LinkedIn. This way, you can stay in contact with fellow graduates and connect to organisations, groups, and individuals that will be important to you in your future. And now in a few months, the university will be in touch with you all to ask about your employment. Please do respond, as this information feeds into an important national survey of what graduates are doing after leaving university. In time, consider how you too could help future generations of students, as some alumni will have helped you with lectures, with placements, with careers advice. But that is for the future. Today, enjoy your success with your tutors, family and friends by joining us for celebratory refreshments in the Newton building. Graduates and guests, please stand for the processional music and remain standing until the platform party has left the hall. I declare this graduation ceremony closed.